Happy holidays, and this is my pot of leftover cranberry sauce. So I decided I wanted to make something a little bit more enjoyable after a long day of cooking, and I didn't really feel like scrubbing the pot. So I grabbed my big bottle of apple juice from my cabinet, my pantry cabinet, emptied it out in the pot with some filtered water. That was about a quart. And the juice of 2 oranges and 2 lemons. Along with that, I added some spice that I had left over on my counter, which was some ginger and cinnamon and allspice and crushed star anise, some orange peel, because I love the taste of oranges around this time of season. It's so refreshing when the weather is getting a little bit colder and we're at work and we've had a long day at school or at work, and it's just really refreshing and just wakes you up and keeps you kind of, happy that things are still fresh and new and delicious. So while we're letting that pot come to a boil, it's simmering, we're going to keep it warm. And at the same time, we're going to get a saucepan, a warm saucepan, throw a half stick of butter in there, and just let it melt. And the thing is about making brown butter, it's really, really simple. I know a lot of people kind of think to themselves, oh, am I going to burn it or whatever? What it is you're just going to basically sizzle all the water in the butter away. And you're just going to let it come to having just the milk solids and browning them. And so if you do brown your butter, I want to ask you to not only just watch and see how the water dissipates from the butter, but also, you got to hear it too, because when you first put it in the saucepan, it's going to be really loud and it's going to, bubble and boil and sizzle. And as you finish, it's going to take very little noise. It's going to make very little noise. It's almost going to do little quiet pops here and there, and it's just going to mellow out. So for my brown butter, I decided to sweeten it up because I didn't add any sugar in the pot of cranberry liquid that I did. And I decided to sweeten it up with some brown sugar. And, I really like using a wooden spoon that has a flat edge to it so that when I dissolve brown sugar in something like butter, I could just kind of really mix it so that it dissolves and it doesn't get grainy. Because as I cook it, I'm also worrying about whether or not I'm going to kind of burn these little grains of sugar. And so it's looking really good. And it's just melting away, and it's getting nice and caramely and sweet. And I'm just letting it kind of get all foamy at the top. And then I'm going to ask you guys to be very careful. I added some whiskey to it, or both, but it was a 1/4 cup of alcohol, and it's well deserved. And so it's going to boil. So I'm going to ask you guys to be really, really careful and carefully stir it. And especially if you're working off a stove with a flame, I'm going to ask maybe that you guys ask for some help for somebody else to pour it so that no drops don't burn and catch fire, or you guys stay safe. And so what I decided to do was reduce it and just let it reduce until it's brown, but not overly brown. Then with the cranberry hot toddy that I had simmering on the side, I put it in this little festive cup here because at my house, Christmas drinks, it's never too early for a Christmas drink, especially after Thanksgiving. We like to get right into it. So you're going to carefully pour your glorious mixture into your cup. Give it a stir and just kind of make sure that the butter and the liquid kind of incorporate. There's one of my favorite people in the world giving it a taste. And enjoy the season. Enjoy a nice cup of hot toddy with some brown butter on it. enjoy not having to scrub a pot, one less pot after Thanksgiving. And that's me. That's my cup, where I decided to add a little bit more cinnamon, a little bit more ginger, and a little bit more spirit. More spirit, I guess you could say. Thumbs up, please. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Have a great holiday, everyone. Bye.